Good morning. Today's another beautiful spring day in Seattle, and so we have a lot of fun-filled adventures planned. I really want to take advantage of the beautiful sunny weather for however long it might last and venture out and about into the city later on today. But before that happens, I have to finish up a shoot really quickly and do a little bit of computer work at home. And then I thought I would take myself out as a little treat, maybe do some work outside at like a library or a cafe for a little change. And then we're gonna go explore some areas in Greenwood. I did a Greenwood vlog a couple months ago. I think it was one of the first like neighborhood based vlogs I did on this channel, and I got such a good response. And I'm definitely excited to explore more of that area. I just feel like it's so underrated. It's very chill. I feel like not a lot of people go there, but yet there's a lot of really cute, interesting shops and cafes up there. Also, let me know what you want to see more of on this channel. I know lately it's been a mix of kind of like neighborhood guides or like neighborhood explorations. I've also just shared really like mundane looks at my everyday life, daily routines, and a little bit of work. So let me know if you want to see more of me at work. Some people think I have an interesting job being a product photographer, or if you want to see more outdoorsy camping, hiking content now that the weather is warming up. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get started with work. First things first, I actually need to build a clothing rack for the shoot that I'm doing today. I honestly use my suitcases a lot more for work and shoots rather than travel. So when you're being paid, it's important that every piece of gear you have is super reliable and easy to use. Which is why I'm upgrading my luggage to this level 8 26-inch checked suitcase from the Voyager collection. First of all, this suitcase is a beauty. I love the soft olive color and the minimal yet durable look. What stood out to me as well was how wide the handle design was, and it's not just for looks. Because it's so wide, it allows for a completely flat interior, which makes it easier to pack more efficiently. With other handle designs, I felt like I was always trying to fit items in the crevices, and it always ended up being so messy. It's also no secret that camera and lighting gear are heavy. These suitcases are made of German macrolone polycarbonate, so they have the unique appeal of being both super lightweight yet heavy-duty durable. This, by the way, is the same material that's used in automotive industries and for medical devices, known for being damage resistant. So when my suitcase hits a bump, I can have peace of mind that my camera equipment is still protected. I also love detailed features such as the wet-dry pocket. When you're shooting with lots of skincare products, you're dealing with creams, gels, and other liquids, making shoots messy really quickly. And if you're shooting on location or on a time crunch, you don't always have a place to dispose of wet towels or used tissues until this Voyager case came with the perfect dry-wet separation pocket solution. This way, I can keep all of my wet tools away from my expensive camera equipment and stay organized even amidst a busy, chaotic shoot. Honestly, this Voyager suitcase from Level 8 has turned out to be the most valuable and versatile piece of gear for both my shoots and travels. And if you're planning a trip or a shoot soon, you can try out any Level 8 design for 10% off using the code TiffanyChen10 with the QR code. All details will be in the description box below. Our first stop in Greenwood is the Beats and Bohos store, which is part vintage store, part record shop. Here you can browse through clothing spanning from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Being here feels a bit like you've been transported back in time. There aren't many vintage shops like this one anymore. Ones where it feels frozen in time, but not too much that you can't see how the pieces could fit into your own life. I even spotted some books I used to read as a kid. My favorite book genre back then was mysteries, and I loved the Nancy Drew series. I think a lot of times the selection at vintage shops can feel a bit costumey to wear in real life, but Beat and Bohos does a good job with their selection of fun but timeless pieces. Next, we're making our way to Label's Consignment, which has been owned and operated by the same family for 2 generations now. They accept women's clothing and accessories on a consignment basis only, which means you get a part of the profit when your piece is sold. There is a focus on mid-tier to designer brands. I saw pieces ranging from J. Crew to Jacquemus. What I like about consignment shops is that people can receive a part in the sales and that you know the pieces are carefully selected and validated for quality. Their current stock rotates and changes seasonally, so it's always fun to stop by each time I'm in the neighborhood to see what's new in store. So yeah, it's one of those places that feels worth checking in on regularly. You never really know what you're going to find, and that's kind of the fun of it. Whether you're trying to clear out your closet or pick up something a little more unique without paying full price, it just makes the whole shopping experience feel a bit more thoughtful. Definitely a spot I'll keep coming back to. Every time March comes around, it feels like I blink and suddenly the trees are covered in pink and white again. It's incredibly beautiful, but it never seems to last long enough to really take it in, especially after months of dark gray days here in Seattle. So I'm trying to slow down and notice it, even if it's in between busy work days. Part of appreciating spring's beauty is coming to an understanding that this moment is ever fleeting. Walking down the street lined with cherry blossoms is honestly kind of grounding. The flowers look amazing, but you also know they're not going to last long. In a week or 2, they'll be gone. It just makes me slow down a bit, stop rushing, and actually notice what's around me. I think it's a good reminder that a lot of the best moments are temporary, so it's worth taking a second to enjoy them while they're here. When we're blessed with yet another sunny day in Seattle, you bet I'll be spending it out in nature. Today, we're exploring the Garfield Ledges hiking trail in Middle Fork, Snoqualmie, located just under an hour outside the city. With the rays of sunlight streaking through and creating a dreamy landscape, the forests here have a very different look and mood compared to darker, cloudier days. The hike has a moderate elevation gain, even with stairs in some parts to help you get up there faster. The warmth of the sun definitely provided a sense of renewal. I felt like I had more energy than on previous hikes. And just 1 mile of hiking gets you to this incredible lookout with views of mountains and rivers. This entire valley was extensively logged at the turn of the 20th century, but since then, conservation efforts have been put into place to restore the lush forest landscape to what we see today. Back down the trail and just across the parking lot is the Taylor River, which also contains a picnic area with tables and grills. The water here is crystal clear since it's actually from the alpine lakes that flow through a glacier valley. It was so cool and refreshing to touch. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, especially if you've made it this far. I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!